Hi guys, we're finally back with another video. I think it has been 3 weeks or so. Seeding was really busy, but that is finished now. And then I moved house into town. So that costed me 2 weekends that were really busy. But that's done now, settled in there, nice and comfortable. So we're back. We're back again. We haven't had a look at the crops for a long time. So let's start with that. After that, we're gonna do a bit of spreading, and that is gonna be it for this week. And next week, I've got something really cool planned, but I'll let you guys know on the end of the video. So we are in the lupins. Seeing this spot now, I've definitely not chosen the best spot on the farm to look at the crops. All the crops have gone up now, so everything is out of the ground. And I've already seen other paddocks that are doing way better with the lupins or with the other crops than the spots I've chosen. Anyway, I'm still gonna stick to those spots because that is kind of where we started looking at from the beginning. But yeah, we'll do a quick look and then we'll go and spread some urea. So lupins are well and truly out of the ground. A lot of leaves, still a bit of like soil patches, but yeah, no, what is that? Everything is out of the ground. Everything is getting bigger, and it's looking well. It's looking well. All right, canola up that way. So there's quite a big difference in the canola when we looked at the other time. As you can see, the leaves are really big now. Maybe not really in this spot, but most of the other paddocks, like all the leaves are covering the ground and you can't see the ground anymore. So yeah, huge difference since the last time we looked at it. Look at those leaves. So lupins, canola, doing well. Let's have a look at barley. We're back now in the paddock with barley that we had to reseed. We had to come back to that. And as you can see now, even the reseeded areas, everything is up, everything is green, and everything is barley. So that is a really good look. That is a really good look. All right. So yeah, that's barley. They're coming up nicely as well. A lot bigger than the last time too. And especially if you look that way, it's like a nice grassy green field. We had a lot of rain. I think we had like 100 mil, 80 mil, 100 mil over the last 10 days. So the paddocks are still really wet, but good for the crops, really good for the crops. All right, on to the last one. We'll have a look at the weeds and then we'll get into some spreading. And behind me here we have the weeds, and of course we seeded this last. We're gonna harvest this. We're gonna harvest this last. So it is compared to the other crops, it's a bit, I wouldn't say behind, but it's smaller. Let's see, because I think the last time we had a look at the weeds, I don't think they were up yet because I don't think we had any rain. So this is a big difference compared to last time. So I'm pretty sure you should be able to tell barley and wheat apart, like even in the early stages, but I don't have the eyes and the experience for that yet. So in my eyes, this looks exactly like barley, but in fact it is wheat. So hopefully with that crop update, you guys have a bit of a better view on how the crops are doing. It is time now to go back to the sheds, grab the spreader and start spreading for today. This is the big spreader at the moment, and she has seen better days. I think there was something wrong with the hydro motors, the hydraulic motors. Not too sure about that, but we are still waiting on parts. We're getting parts from the US over because they were a lot cheaper. And we got a backup spreader. So yeah, we just have to wait for this to get repaired and get it out in the paddock again. But yeah, in the meantime, we will be using the backup spreader, the fence with the bucket behind it, and that works pretty much as good as the big spreader does. But we're gonna spread urea over the canola, but because we haven't spread that stuff yet and the big spreader is broken, we'll have a backup spreader, but it doesn't have skills in it or anything. It's just off the speed of the tire. So what we're gonna do first is we need to run the load all out to the neighbors. They've got a weigh bridge, so we will fill a bucket and fill one bucket up, then tip about 4 buckets in the spreader, and then we'll know what the weight, roughly what the weight is, and then if we finish one of the bins, and then we calculate that with the amount of hectares that we got, we can kind of calculate if the rate is correct. So it's more like a backup thing to check if we're doing the right thing. So yeah, let's jump in the load all, load a bucket up, and go up to the neighbors. So we are up on the weigh bridge here. I'll just have to turn it on, little switch on the bottom, and then that should be setting to 0. Oh no, oh, come on. Yeah, good enough, 0. All right, let's let's see what that weighs. All right, I'll drive carefully up here. And can we see from here what we are? No. Alright, let's get out. So that is 10.9. Let's say 10.8. Because it was 0.1. All right, we'll dump the bucket and come back here and then get the weight of the load all when it's empty. All right, so we'll just dump that in there. It's all empty. Cool. And then we go back to the weigh bridge and then weigh the empty load all. Back on the weigh bridge. Boom. And that should still be on. And that is 9.1 or 9.2, 0.6, 9.1. All right. So that means if the load all with bucket is 10.8 ton, and then empty it's 9.1 or like 9. That means the bucket is a ton and 800 kilograms. So we'll see how far we get with that if we put 4 of those buckets in the spreader. So that would should be 3, 4, 7.2, and then we'll see how many hectares we can do with that. So we're trying to get 160 kilograms spread per hectare, and then with 7.2 ton, we should be doing around 45 hectares, according to my calculator. So yeah, I'm warming up the spreader now, and then going out to the back of the farm, start up there on the canola, and go until she's empty, and then see how we did. Back at the loading station, and we have done 46 hectares, so that is spot on. So as you can see, there's a little left in the bin, and that's roughly how much was left in there when we started. 46 hectares done up here, and that is the paddock that we've done. So that is pretty good. That is pretty good. I'm gonna do a couple more runs that I've like really intensively monitor it. Like 1 or 2 more bucket loads of that, and after that, like, it should be pretty good and pretty bang on. All right, we are all loaded up again, as you can see. So with that load, the total hectares should bring us around 90 hectares. Alright, as you can see, we're down to that same level again that we're just starting to see the belt down here. And we have done... Go on, go on, go on. Go on. 90 hectares, exact, spot on. No, so that is perfect. So I'm really, really happy with that. As you can see in the background, the sun is slowly setting. So this will be the last bin for today, but tomorrow I think I'll do one more closely monitored, and then I have a good confidence in the machine and the settings, so very, very happy with the results so far. Like I said, I'm going back to the sheds now. Sun is setting, it's getting dark soon, so I will be ending the video here. Thank you so much for watching again. I have got something really cool for next week, hopefully. I'm planning to do like a little farm tour, show you guys around, and get a map set up so you guys have kind of an idea where we are at, or where I am working on the farm in my daily activities. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do that next week. And in the meantime, you'll just have to wait. I'm going back to the sheds, and I'll see you guys next week. See ya.